Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Monday and we're going to continue on with this cute little Easter uh, parade done by Crystal Vogels, and we will work on this tonight. Hello Dawn, hello Alex, hello Noelle, good day Aspe. I hope you are all doing well. I'm tired, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to be going on tonight. Like I said, it's been a long day, and I don't know why, but I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm going to zoom on in, and we're going to work on these ones here, because I know what I'm going to do with them. Hello, Celine. Good morning, darling. Alright, so we're going to use grass green, first of all, unless, actually, I want to use this one. Yeah, I'm going to use light green. So we're going to start with the light green. As our base coat. Hopefully y'all can see that okay. Hello, Sue. G'day, g'day, g'day. Never. How's that for the last time? Awesome. I hope they had a good time. And then we're going to use 5028. I think the last time I had my iron levels tested, I was pregnant with the boys. Probably. Or I'm just tired. I didn't sleep very well last night, so. Didn't sleep well and was up at before the butt crack of dawn, so that usually has a part of it. Awesome. That's so cool. So a new TV for the basement. Yep, exactly. Oh, that's awesome, Alex. Yeah, it's fine. I just figure out my brain is lacking oxygen. So it's making me yawn. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Now I'm using 5044. Keep on forgetting that these are in the thousands, not in the hundreds. Hello, Catherine. Well, you know where he wants to put it. Exactly. That's where I was expecting he would want to put it. In his room. All right, and then we're going to use 4008. Hello, Angela. And then 1001. Here's that first flower done. Now we're going to do her cap. Hello, Yana. Hello, Nanamo. Happy Monday. And we've still got her little thing in the inside there as well. And that is a very pale yellow. So we're going to use 1002 for that. And a little bit of green on it. So 5044. And just a little bit brighter on the yellow. Like so. Hello, Callie. And then 5014. And then 5028. last but not least, 5044. Oh, I hope he is okay. Okay. Then we're going to do the cuff. So this is the same as the inside of there. So we're going to take the pale yellow. Yeah, give him a text message, find out if he's okay. I'm just going to do these ones down here as well. Make sure we get her bloomers the right way. And then we're going to use 1004. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit more. Just because. There we go. Now hopefully that's not as horrible as it looks on my screen because my eyes aren't working right. Oh, well, I'm sorry that he skinned up his arm. I'm glad he's going to be okay, but make sure he gets some ointment on it. Thank you, Celine. I have Bob doing some extra special prints for the ladies at work. And hopefully they'll be done by Mother's Day. It is a happy page. I love this little book. It's just so cute. All right, now let's get on with the petal areas. So we're going to come in here with that green. So I'm using 5014. I think this part I want to be green, even though this part here is more of a petal. I think I want this part to show the leafy area. And we'll do the petals as skirts. Coming in with 5044. And then 5010. Miss this area with the dark green. Then 5028. I think I want to bring that dark green down to the medium green first, and then we'll go into the lighter color. Side's got a lot of shadow area. And then back to 5010. Then down here with 5044. Then 5028. And then 4008. We're going to use this as a shadow in the white. Okay. And then the 1001. Like so. And then her boots. It is, isn't it? Like I said, I just love these books. They're so cute. And as much as I blame Connie, I'm glad she introduced me to them because they're adorable. This is 1004. Hello, Britt. All right, now for her hair. I think we're going to do her hair like we're doing the petals, with a little bit of blue for the shadowy areas. And I need to sharpen the white. And I want to put just a touch of green in there. Just in a couple of places. Thank you. The flower that it represents is snowdrops. I love snowdrops. My mom has them in her yard. Everywhere. Alright, then we're going to take the yellow. We're going to do the bows. Yeah, no, I'm not having any dropped frames here, so I'm not sure. It might be your internet, or it might be a YouTube issue. But I'm not dropping any frames here, so. Alright, now for this outfit, we're going to go, let's see, let's do 330. Which I think I already have out. Yes, I do. Alright. So we're just doing a base coat of 330, 3030, 3030. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. And then we're going to use 3033. Sometimes having a really, really sucky internet is horrifying. I know that when we transferred out of the really bad internet, it was so much nicer. We're not on fiber optics or anything cool like that, but it's better than dial-up speeds. That we were having. Yep. We won't get fiber optic here because we live on the wrong side of the tracks. And the railroad refuses to give permissions to anybody to burrow under the tracks for the fiber optic. So unless they finally convince the railroad, we may never get the fiber optics here. Pretty much, Celine, pretty much. If the copper fails and you don't have the fiber optics, you're pretty much SOL. Until fiber optics gets in your area. And then 3036. think finally we want a little bit of blue in there. Just a little bit. Like so. And then back to 30-30. Blending those colors together. Thank you, Aspie. And then this one up here. The 126 set. This is this one, the 120 set I'm using here, is a great complementary set to that 126 set because they're a harder pencil. You can sharpen them really, really, really well and get into those hard to reach spaces that those softer pencils won't reach into as easily. But I think for the budget and everything else, I think the 126 set is a better buy. Oh no, Yana. Hello, Kim. No problem, Brett. Just going to come in with a little bit of blue in a couple of little areas. And come back with that lighter purple. Then we're going to take some yellow. 1015. And a little bit of orange. So 2027. All right. Now we've got the top part here, which is going to be in the green. So we're going to use 5052 because this is where the leafy part is that holds up the petal. The end of the stem, you know. This page, the greens and all the floral colors are really going to get a testing. And then we're going to take 5059. Am I okay? Yeah, I think so. Did I lose y'all? I think I'm okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm here. I'm okay. It's all right. No worries. Okay, I'm just going to go back to coloring now. Just scare me. Well, thank you for checking. And then 5077. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just tired. I didn't sleep well last night, so my brain kind of keeps drifting off on me. It's all right. I'm all right. Nobody worry about me. Okay, and then we're going to go back to this one. And then we're back to 5052. So who all has plans for this weekend for Mother's Day? Do you believe Mother's Day is this weekend? I may be wrong. It's okay if I am. Yep. Okay, so next, not this coming weekend, the next weekend. Okay. It's all right. Never mind. So I have 2 weeks to get the roses done, dear. My mom's birthday is next weekend, or just after next weekend. It's on the week after, I do believe. No, it's not this weekend. It's the weekend after. Like, don't listen to me because I am cray cray. It's all right. Oh, nice. Yes, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I'm using 2091 for the base color for this shoe. And then we're going to come in with that 3033. Oh, I'm sorry you don't celebrate Mother's Day, but you are a fur baby mama, so, you know. All right, and we're going to come back with that reddish purple there. And then we're going to blend it in with the light purple. Just wanted it to have a little bit more of that red-violet color to it. Just for something to add extra. All right, now for her hair. I think we're going to go the sunshine colors like the center. So we're going to start with a 1004. And then we're going to take that orange. I'm going to sharpen it. And we're going to start. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to take that. We're going to take a bit of a darker red. Orange color here for those deeper shadow areas. And then we're going to come back with that yellow. I think I want to put a little bit of mustard yellow in there. Just to brown it out a little bit. So it's not looking so bright yellow. And then we'll take that bright yellow. And there we have her hair. All right, so we've got those three done. Now we've got these ones back here to do. Just debating. Oh no, that's crazy. That is a lot of people without electricity. Eesh. Just trying to decide. I think we've done enough of those areas up there, so we've got about half an hour. Yeah, I think I'll stick around for about a half an hour more. So we're going to do the bunny first of all. And we're going to start with 713 for the base of the bunny color here. The entire world is gone crazy. Just saying. Sharpen this. try to get some rest on, and I know that it's getting late, so enjoy your sleep. All right, now we're going to start adding some browns to it. So we're going to start with this one. Believe this is the one I want. Yeah. So this is 6058. And I put down the gray, so when I go over this with the lighter brown, it's going to be a lot lighter than the pencil, because I don't want it to be a really bright brown. I want it to be that gray brown color. Okay. And then we're going to go a little bit lighter, and we're going to use 6053. And get this one nice and sharp. Well, that didn't help. Get this one nice and sharp, and then I break it. So one thing about flicking hair on hairs, trying to maintain that point without breaking your pencil. Thank you, Alex. Got a little bit here. Come down here a little bit too. Okay. Then we want a little bit later. So now we're going to use 6045. I'm going to sharpen this one. Reposition here for a little bit so that we can go in the same direction as the fur. The paper is actually quite nice. It's a little bit smooth. It's not extremely thick, but it's not thin either. It's actually quite nice to color in. Now I'm going back to 7013. just going to blend certain areas with this color. Do the tummy. And the tail. And for his little bunny nose, we have 2005 and 2010. And just blend them together. All right, well, have a great night. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We're going to add that pink and peach into the ears. Like so. And right. And we're going to actually give him a little bit of a blue in his eye just because I want to. Instead of the dark brown. Alright, so there's the bunny. Now we've got a couple of little duckies down here, so let's do a ducky. Hello, butterflies. Welcome, welcome. So I'm starting off with 1002. Then I'm going to come in with, where is it? 6033. Yes, I am feeling a bit better. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was just acid reflux. It does seem to have gone away today, so. Alright, and then we're going to come in with 1015. And thank you. And then we're going back to 1002. We're going to blend these colors all together with it. Then we're going to take our orange. We're going to do his little beak. And we're going to take the yellow. We're going to blend into that orange. Like so. And there we have one of our duckies. This ducky will be the same. Rodents. I hate rodents. I do not like coloring rodents. I don't like rodents at all. 6050 will be the base of the rodent. Reminds me of the one that's in the garage. We spent the weekend moving all of the pantry goods out of the garage and all the dry goods and putting the canned goods in there so that the mouse would no longer have anything to eat. He's got a caterpillar on his bum. He's got a caterpillar hitching a ride. That's cute. I'm terrible. I don't like rodents, but I can do bugs no problem. Alright, and then yeah, it's an unattractive hamster, uh-huh. Yeah, I don't like hamsters either, so it took a lot of convincing for Bob to convince me that Fred and Wilma were not rodents. So, yeah, I'm just saying. Hello, Shannon. The more I use them, the more I like them. I am finding a couple of them I really don't like the feel of. But, definitely a harder pencil than the Artex we're used to. But they do blend really nicely together. At least on this paper anyway. I will say that they're like the gray, I didn't like the way it felt. Feels like there's a little bit of a undissolved pigment in it, and it's making it scratchy. And I don't like that. Only looking guinea pig. Yeah, and that's still a rodent. this one. 6073. And I will say that they do work better if you layer the colors instead of feathering them together. I'm finding as I feather them that the harder lines of the sharper pencils is taking more to blend together, where if I layer right over the colors, it blends a lot nicer. I hope that made some semblance of sense. All right. Then 6041. And then back to this one. Well, it is supposed to be a nice, quiet spring kind of look to it. I can't really snap it into a trap and say, okay, there we go. No matter how much I want to. All right. And for his tail, I want this lighter pink. Yeah, not fond of him either. Or Minnie. I think the only mouse that I've ever been able to tolerate and not feel the heebie-jeebies with is Tom and Jerry. Oh, and Slowpoke Rodriguez. I don't, he doesn't bother me either. right. And then we're going to do our little robin here. Maybe no, actually we're going to do this one a bluebird because of all of the different colors that we have in here. There's going to be a lot of browns and greens and yellows. So I want to give a bit of a pop of color here with this bird. So we're going to do it a bluebird. And we're going to start with 4008. And I'm putting in a very light layer of this color to start with. And then we're going to take 4024. Speaking of cartoon rodents, Pinky and the Brain were always ones that made me giggle too. But they also didn't have the same qualifications drawing wise of an actual rodent. So. Pinky and the Brain. Narf! And then 4041. Still waiting for them to take over the world because, you know, we kind of need it right now. I'm just saying. Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Absolutely he was. And how many of your children are going, what are you talking about? All right. Okay, come back through. I want that light blue again. This one. My oldest would be giggling. My youngest would be going, "What?" Yes. Well, it is kind of a US Canada cartoon. It's an adult cartoon. It, it wasn't meant to be broadcast to children, but kids like it more than adults do. They tamed it down for children. All right. Now we're going to take that 6050 and a little bit of 6033. And then a little bit of red. So this is 2050. Then we're going to come down his little legs here with 6016. And there is our bluebird. Now we just got our little worm. I'm going to do him. I'm going to start off with 5081. Because the birdie's going to eat the wormy. Poor caterpillar. Looks like he's about to be bluebird food. And then we're going to use 5067. Actually, we're going to use a little bit of that teal color. We're going to use 5024. Yeah, that's better. I think we're going to put a little bit of that purple in there too. And this is 3036. come back in with that gray-green color. And there we have our little wormy fella. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe I'm going to call it a night here. He is very scared, poor little thing. I'm going to zoom you out so that we can see what's going on. So we got these two here finished up and all the little critters down here. I will finish the other duck, and I will try to finish this off screen. If not, we might be doing a little bit of it on Saturday, or if I do feel like streaming throughout the week, we might do a work in progress day where I work on all of the wonderful things that I have been working on that I have not quite finished up, because I do have a few of those. So we will see how that goes. Depends upon how busy work gets and how much overtime I end up doing. And of course, it all depends upon my energy levels. All right, guys, so I know that I'm leaving a little bit early today. Like I said, I am really tired and I'm kind of falling asleep. So I'm not very much company when I'm snoring in your ear, so I'm gonna go before that happens. I do thank you all very much for coming and hanging out. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artists that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye bye for now.